Hello everyone, and welcome back to Foreign Policy Made Simple. If you don't already know, my name is Grant Garland, and I'm the one who will be breaking down some of the most important topics in foreign policy in a way that you all can understand. Or at least that's what I hope, anyway. Now, this is the fourth video of the series called What Is, where I explain key organizations and key theories in foreign policy in a short and simple manner. In this videocast, I will be explaining the political theory realism. Realism is a theoretical perspective in which power is seen as the currency of international relations. Realism is mainly focused on power and a state's desire for power. However, there are two types of realism that have different views on the state's relationship with power. The first kind of realism is called classical realism, and this came about in 1948 through Hans Morgenthau. Classical realism links the fact that it is in human nature to want power. Morgenthau argued that every political action is directed towards keeping, increasing, or demonstrating power, and that states are led by individuals with an innate need to dominate their rivals. Structural realism, however, argues that states pursue power because of the nature of the international system, meaning that the reason for a state's want for power is due to the organization of the international system. One of the main theorists behind structural realism, John Mearsheimer, states that states are trapped in an iron cage where they have little option but to compete with each other for power to ensure their own survival. Structural realism claims that a state's power comes from two main sources, these being military capabilities and wealth size and population. There are two kinds of structural realism: offensive structural realism and defensive structural realism. Offensive structural realism claims that it makes sense for states to pursue as much power as possible, and that states should pursue hegemony where possible. While defensive structural realism claims that it is unwise for states to maximize their share of power, as the international political system will punish a state's attempt to gain too much power. Now, let's dive into some criticism. One criticism is that realism only takes into consideration why states will make a decision, but not which decision will be made. Another criticism of realism is that it ignores the fact that states could indeed have mutual interests other than power, for example, and hence it underestimates the scope for cooperation and purposive change in international relations. This concludes the video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and leave a comment. If you enjoy my website, please share with your friends. Thank you.